Okay, so today's newspaper dated 14th August 2020. There's a editorial, historical ratification. The universal ratification of labor standard is cause of celebration and reflection. The welcome decision by Kingdom of Tonga. Please note down. This is a question they are going to ask in the objective type of question. Which country or which kingdom did this? Okay, did the ratification latest. Okay, so the Kingdom of Tonga is a latest country to do a ratification. Ratification basically means like, see, you go and sign, the Prime Minister go and signs the some kind of agreement, then it has to be ratified by the Parliament, then only it is enforceable. Okay. And international agreements, when they do an agreement, they need certain threshold of countries to ratify. Okay. Then only it will come into force universally. So 100 years been there. The ILO was formed in 1919 after Treaty of Versailles. Okay, write down this word, Versailles. Treaty of Versailles. Okay, the Treaty of Versailles happened just after the First World War was over. Okay, so Treaty of Versailles is the formal closing of First World War. Okay, immediately after that, ILO was created. ILO, International Labour Organization. Okay, so it has got 101 years of history. Okay. So under this, what happened? Any conventions means what? Any kind of, for example, you have human rights conventions. Like this, lot of conventions are there. Vienna conventions. So this conventions has to be ratified by the many of the countries. Then only it will come into force. Now, the welcome decision by Kingdom of Tonga to outlaw the worst form of child labor is the first time in the International Labor Organization's 101 year history that a labor standard has been universally ratified. Okay. Universally ratified means the minimum number of threshold countries have accepted it, and it is applicable now universally. Convention 182, write on this. This is what we are talking about. Convention 182, which was adopted in 1999 Annual International Labour Conference, prohibits the sexual exploitation of children. So what is Convention 182? They're asking. These are the content. Okay, it was adopted in 1999 in the Annual International Labour Conference, prohibits the sexual exploitation of the children, trafficking, deployment in armed conflict, and other conditions that compromise the overall well-being. Okay, so copy down from here. Okay, what is Convention 182, which was now possible to be universally ratified because Kingdom of Tonga has abolished this kind of thing, like sexual exploitation of children, trafficking, deployment in armed conflict. Okay, if you remember anybody, LTT and all, they were using child. Okay, as in the armed conflict. Likewise, a lot of terrorist organizations have been using it. Okay, another conditions compromise the war of well-being. The conventions complements ILO's efforts under 173 minimum age convention to prevent the employment of children below the threshold age. Okay, they're not saying what is the age. Below the age of 14 is normally regarded to be should not be allowed for any kind of employment. Under the influence of both these ILO standards, millions of young boys and girls have been rescued from hazardous conditions of work. Okay, right on that, because of these two conventions. Okay, one is this, okay, 173. Okay, other one is N82. Okay. Under this, what happened? Many children have been rescued from hazardous conditions of work. Concomitantly, these have resulted in significant increases in the enrollment in primary education. Okay, so children are not going to work; they are going to the school. The landmark ratification, however, does not detract from the enormity of the challenge that remains. That means there are challenges also, but the convention is coming into force, but still challenges are there. An estimated, are you guys following me with this? Okay. An estimated 152 millions are trapped in child labor, and 72 millions of them are engaged in hazardous work. If anything, current efforts would have to be stepped up significantly to achieve ambitious goal to total abolition of scourge of child labor by 2025. Okay. Child labor is there in one form. In India, we are saying that we have abolished under write down that constitutionally under article 24, okay, 23 and 24, okay, both are write down fundamental right. Article 23 and 24 both are fundamental right. These fundamental rights are right against exploitation, okay, right against exploitation, right against exploitation. Under this the 24 specifically talks about the children, okay, children, okay, children cannot be allowed below the age of 14, like that. So, but the COVID-19 pandemic is threatening a reversal of recent gains with widespread job loss, deterioration in the conditions of work, decline in the household income, and the temporary school closure. Okay. Now, look at this COVID-19 impact on the child labor. The COVID-19 has created an economic recession. It has created many people jobless. Because of that, there is a pressure on the children to go to the job, and particularly when the schools are locked up. Okay. Write down very clearly. Okay. Even though a lot of gains we are getting it. Okay, means these kind of laws are coming up where the children are rescued from the hazardous work conditions. But still, because of COVID-19 pandemic, copied down very clearly, is threatening a reversal of recent gains with the widespread job losses, deterioration in the condition of work, decline in the household income, and temporary school closures. Okay. So then the first paragraph, we are just saying that, yes, there are certain gains have been achieved by the Kingdom of Tonga abolishing its child labor. The Convention 182 is coming into force universally. Okay. Then under the 173 minimum age convention, another convention, 1973, not 173, 1973, another convention. Okay, that means below the threshold age, you cannot be employed. Normally, it is going to be the 14. But a lot of challenges are ahead. One is the pandemic itself. The historic first universal ratification of a global labor standard may be an occasion for celebration. It is nonetheless a moment of sober reflection. The two instruments on child labor are among the 8 core ILO convention regarding as embodying the spirit of the 1919 Declaration on Fundamental Principles and the Right at Work. Okay, write down this one, 1919 Declaration on Fundamental Principles and Right at Work. Okay. The instrument relating to the freedom of association, right to collective bargaining, and the elimination of discrimination in employment and the occupation are among the other things. Okay, copied on this also. Okay, there are 8 core instruments are there. Okay, one is fundamental principles and right to work. Okay, then freedom of association, collective bargaining. This is happening mostly in Kerala. Unions will be there. Okay, so you cannot reduce the salary. Okay, we have seen this Satyagraha, you remember, Ahmedabad Satyagraha. That is also kind of collective bargaining. Okay. Elimination of discrimination in employment. All these are other important conventions. These conventions provide the necessary framework to counteract the predominance of informality in the conditions of work and how to be a priority for government. Though belated, India has signaled its legal commitment in elimination of child labor with its 2017 ratification of the convention. Okay. That time, this question was asked in the UPSC. Okay. What is Convention 182 when India ratified it in 2017? Okay. And that means same convention now ratified by the Tonga. And the instrument prescribing the minimum age of the work for children. As the world prepares to designate 2021 as a year to abolish child labor, please copy down. Okay, this is another objective type of question possible. Okay, 2001 is to be as a year to abolish child labor. See, try to understand how to write an essay. See how these people are writing the essay. They're starting from a very basic current affairs, then bringing a lot of other things. Then again, they're coming with something is going to happen in future. This kind of article writing, you understand, then you'll get score good marks. So last point is this one, 2021 is going to be designated as a year to abolish child labor. Governments must seize the moment to instill hope in the future generation. Future generation means children. Okay. So very small article is actually a column this side. Okay. But the takeaway is Convention 182 is coming to be universally ratified because of the Kingdom of Tonga abolishing its child labor laws. Okay. And because of this, children will be coming out of the hazardous job. And but particularly threat is there because of COVID-19 pandemic, and the reversal in the trends is possible. Then there are 8 core ILO's instruments are there. Okay, some of them they are given here: fundamental principles, right at work, instrument of relating to freedom of association, right to collective bargaining, all the stuff. Then, as for the India is concerned, India has ratified this one in 2017. It's Convention 182, and 2021 is going to be celebrated as a year to abolish child labor. Okay, so that should be an opportunity for the countries to work on this. Okay, guys.